Everybody, in the last lecture we saw how to use moving averages, and in this lecture we are going to see something called as an oscillator. We have different types of oscillators. In that particularly today we are going to look into RSI, that is relative strength index. So what is an oscillator and how to use those oscillators? So today we are going to take a look into Facebook stocks that's been run on Nasdaq, and the current price is $264.5. So let's take a full feature look into the full feature chart of TradingView. So here I have pre-selected my two moving averages. Today I'm going to use a 10-day moving average and a 20-day moving average. Along with that, we are going to use RSI. So the RSI by default comes with 14. That's predefined when you select RSI. So as usual, you know how to do those things in TradingView. Just go to indicators and select those. And as a reminder, we always use to color code whatever you do. So here the black line represents my 10-day moving average, and the pink line right over here represents my 20-day moving average. So, and we are using candlesticks for better data representation. So here we are going to use RSI. So what RSI does and how to use them in relationship with the moving average. So as you can see in the RSI right over here, we have a band. The bottom of the band is 30 and the top of the band is 70 that TradingView has provided us. So in this band, whenever this line goes below 30, which means the stock is being oversold, and whenever it goes above 70, it's being overbought. Well, the actual RSI rules, as we see in our theory, ranges from 20 and 80, but it's very peculiar that a stock goes to that range. It's very rare. So most of the time in this market, it goes between 30 and 70. Again, it's up to the choice of our traders. So we can manipulate whatever values we want to give. So let us take a look on how RSI relates with moving average. So if you take a look at right over here on this is a day trading. So on 10th of January, this has gone, RSI has gone above 70, and it's a normal theory that whenever RSI, whenever a stock is being oversold, it's definitely going to go down again. So that's what we have seen, but we don't know the time or duration in which it will go down. So here, as you can see in the stock, it's being oversold on 10th of Jan. So by theory, which means it's going to go below 30 some in the distant future. We don't know when that's going to happen. As you can see in this historical price, this has crossed above 70 on 13th of January, and it has gone below 30 on 10th of March, or again on 12th of March. So here, when we use our moving average traditionally, our 10-day moving average has crossed our 20-day moving average, and going down says that it's going to have a downtrend for a short period of time. So here, uh, as you can see right over here in the RSI, when this crossover occurs, RSI has already gone down. So which means our moving average shows this crossover a little bit delayed. So when you have this crossover, your stock has already been gone down. So if you have taken a position, which means we don't want to lose our money. So as an indicator, you can use this RSI oscillator. As you can see in RSI, it already gives that the stock has been oversold. In the previous history, as you can see, our 10-day moving average has crossed our 20-day moving average, and it's still been going on. So if I take a position here, I will still be having it, holding my position until my next convergence, which occurs at this point on 31st January 2020. So I'll be selling my stocks at this point. So let's say that I'm selling at the bottom of this red bar at $201. If I had purchased my stock at this point at $190, so I'll have an average profit of $10 per stock. But what I'm selling is right over here. But when I see the graph, it's already going down. My stocks has already gone down, but the indicator converges a little bit delayed. So how to estimate that the stock is going to go down in the near future? So for that, we can see the RSI right over here. So it converges and I bought my stock, but I don't know when to come out of the trade, when to sell my stocks. So as you can see right over here, the RSI crosses above 70 at this point. So which means in a near future or in soon, this stock is going to drop a bit. We don't know how much that drop will go, or we don't know when that drop will go, but it dips a little bit. So as you can see, this has gone up to below above around 75 in the RSI indicator on 13th of Jan, and it's been going down a little bit up and down. So we can definitely say it has gone inside the band, which means our stock is going to go down in the near future. And we have a double confirmance when our moving average converges over here, saying that a stock is going to go down for a short amount of time. So we wait until the RSI goes below 30 for to assume a safe trade. When it goes below 30, which means the stock is being oversold, at this point we can buy the stock. So when we buy at this point, say I bought my stock following my RSI index, also has been seeing my moving average, and say my stocks are going down. Actually here moving average 10 is below 20, so which means it's going on a short term downward trend. So let's say I have taken a position here at 25th February, and my position would be $201. So if I take a position right over here, okay, fine. So and I wait until my RSI goes up above 70. So at this point it has gone above 70, or it crosses right over here. So if I sell my stocks here, I'll be having $224, which means I take an average profit of $23 per stock. So I don't know how much the duration is actually. So if I take my position 24th Feb of 2020, so I'll be coming out of this position on 20th of May. So it comes around 3 months. So thank you. I'll see you in the next video with a new topic. See you soon.